Test 1, 2. Hello! This is Randy Hoyle with news from the year 3045, brought to you by Tachyon Technology. Faster than the speed of light. This is number 71. Welcome, Cybernauts, to a wonderful world of the future, and our sponsor is Cosmos Harmony. Remember, you can find your true love in the galaxy with Cosmos Harmony. Hello, everybody. How you doing? Got some happy news to report before I do the UFO report. I had the privilege to be interviewed on Exxon Radio, which is produced and hosted by Rob McConnell. That's Exxon Radio. The broadcast, I believe, was in Canada, United States, Central America, the Caribbean, South America, Pacific Rim, Australia, Asia, India, Africa, and Europe. They have affiliates in all those countries. Pretty good deal. I had a really good time, and he is very friendly to me. We discussed the future and doomsayers and trying to have people work to turn their dreams into reality and such, and to fight for the future. Again, he was very nice and very friendly, and I had a very good time. And if you'd like to hear the interview, you can just search X Zone Radio on Google, and you'll find their website. Go to it and click on podcast, or I believe you can search podcast as well once you get there, and search Randy Hoyle, R-A-N-D-Y-H-O-Y-L-E. That's R-A-N-D-Y-H-O-Y-L-E, and you'll get it. So check it out. Here's the UFO report. Just search what I'm telling you here on YouTube, and you'll find these videos. If you don't believe in UFOs, watch this. Recent mass UFO sightings 2011. Again, that's, if you don't believe in UFOs, watch this. Recent mass UFO sightings in 2011. And I think I reported a similar video like this in the past, but it's really good. So if it is the same one, it deserves a second look. It's a series of UFOs in 2011. Excellent videos. Check it out. Another one is UFO nearly causes collision in Denver, May 14, 2012. UFO nearly causes collision in Denver, May 14, 2012. Object flies by plane high in sky. Was it remote controlled plane, a drone of some kind, or a large bird? What was it? You decide. Latest UFO video. Let's see. Okay, the next one is latest UFO video. Mass sightings, Fresno. Kevin Williams. Kevin is K-E-V-I-N. And again, that's latest UFO video, mass sightings, Fresno. Kevin Williams. It happened in Fresno, California. A little difficult to see at first, but worth the look. This is a news video that was recorded by Kevin Williams. I like the reactions of the people watching it. I thought that was kind of interesting. Let's do some predictions. I'm still predicting UFOs for July 3rd, 4th, and 5th in the United States. Also, Thanksgiving in the United States, which could happen 12 hours earlier or 12 hours past it. So it could be the night before or the morning after. But Thanksgiving. Also, winter solstice worldwide. And winter solstice can happen as much as 12 hours earlier in different parts of the planet. So it could vary. But that falls on the 21st, which is the Mayan calendar prediction that the world was going to end, which I'll talk about later. The concept I use is I use YouTube as a database to find the history of the appearances of UFOs on certain days. Also, I like the idea that when people are on holiday, they have more free time to look about them and notice what's going on. And I think it's very interesting. Now for news from the 31st century. West Robotic Manufacturing will hire 10 new robotic arm operators. If you're interested, the pay is above average. However, there's a catch. Anyone taking one of the jobs has to be willing to have a sensor implanted into their brain. The sensor allows the worker to operate the robotic arm simply by will of thought. Such sensors of this type were first developed in the early 21st century. In other news from the 31st century, did you know that in May 2012, the first commercial privately designed spaceship docked with the International Space Station? It was considered a giant leap for the commercialization of space. The corporation was called SpaceX. You can find out more about SpaceX and the International Space Station on Google and YouTube. Actually, it was a capsule called Dragon that had half a ton of food and stuff in it. Now, this was the beginning of the private sector in space that led to asteroid mining, resorts in space, vacation resorts in space, and it eventually led to colonization. But it was a big deal in 2012. In other news, when someone says particle accelerator, you might think of atoms and particles being smashed together at high rates of speed. But did you know that particle accelerators can be used to treat tumors? The first use of protons to destroy cancerous tumors, started in the early 21st century. It's very common practice in the 31st century, but the accelerators are much smaller. For more info on this subject, check out proton beam therapy-tumor. Again, that's proton beam therapy-tumor on YouTube and Google. Now, if you like the news from the 31st century, and if you like having the UFO reports and predictions, like hearing future predictions and reports, just subscribe to this channel. If you'd like to see past videos of year 3045, simply search year 3045 on YouTube and Google. Now I'm going to talk about the Mayan calendar prophecy, Nibiru, and Planet X. As many of you know by watching the news, they found the earlier version of the Mayan calendar, which extended past December 21st, 2012. It went past it. So this disputes the very idea that the world's going to end on December 21st. Yet, there are still people promoting the concept of Nibiru and Planet X who are scaring people to death with things like, will Nibiru have room to pass between the Earth and the Moon? Will the Earth be struck by Nibiru? Will the Moon be struck by Nibiru? Are we going to be invaded by aliens? And some people are really, a little bit uptight about it. And all I ask you out there is to do what I'm trying to do. What I'm saying is, I'm going to live this year, 2012, as though there will be a future, that there is going to be a tomorrow, and I'm going to try not to do anything that I'm going to regret. I'm certainly going to try not to hurt myself or hurt someone else. Just think about it. Is what you're going to do, if there is a future, going to be something you're going to regret? And that's all I ask. Um, Remember to work to turn your dream into reality. Just sitting on your butt and dreaming and thinking about things that you want to do isn't enough. You have to sweat a little bit. The universe rewards action. It rewards activity. You have to do some work. Remember to fight for the future. There's a woman who said that anyone who fights for the future lives today. So fight and work to turn your future into reality. You know, it just takes little steps to get moving. You have to get moving. And once you get moving, you try to keep moving. And the more you move, the better you move and the faster you move. It just takes a little sweat and a little bit of effort to get started. Remember what the Dormouse in Alice in Wonderland said. The Dormouse in Alice in Wonderland said, feed your head. Read a book. Learn something new. Take a new course. Go to school. There's a lot of computer courses, internet courses you can take. Learn something new. I really love reading magazines like Popper Mechanics and Popper Science and Science Illustrated. And I love it when I can get old copies of it and read, you know, the concepts that are in it. Do something new. Learn something new. Remember that sometimes even when you lose, you can still win if you don't give up your dream. Now that saying comes from a book called The Ballad of Dred Scott that I wrote years ago. It's called The Ballad of Dred Scott. And it teaches that sometimes even when you lose, you can still win if you don't give up your dream. Leave you with a blessing. May you always have the freedom to choose the path of reason. And when reason isn't present, may you have the wisdom to know it. I may have messed up on that. I'm going to try it again. May you always have the freedom to choose the path of reason, and when reason isn't present, may you have the wisdom to know it. I may not have messed up. In this case I did. I said it again. Listen, have a great day. May the universe bless you. And remember that this part of the universe right here cares and loves you and is concerned about what happens to you. I hope you have a brighter tomorrow and a great future. Bye-bye.